Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News on this Monday, October 28th. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm Joey Rehl reporting. On Friday at approximately 1:30 p.m., the Jasper Police Department conducted a traffic stop on a 2010 Lincoln MKS near the intersection of Newton Street and Sheeter Road. It was discovered the driver of the vehicle, identified as 32-year-old David Porter from Mitchell, Indiana, was operating with a suspended registration and without financial responsibility. After a positive alert on the vehicle from K9 Gator, it was discovered that Porter had methamphetamine and cocaine. Porter was ultimately transported to the DuBois County Security Center, where he is housed for possession of methamphetamine, possession of cocaine, operating a vehicle with a suspended registration, and operating without financial responsibility. A traffic stop Thursday night led DuBois County deputies to uncover over 30 grams of methamphetamine along with marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Deputies attempted to stop a Chevy pickup around 11:05 p.m., but the driver initially failed to pull over. Once stopped, officers identified the driver as 51-year-old Billy Summers of Huntingburg. A peach-colored bag was found near the driver's door, and a K9 unit alerted officers to the presence of drugs. A search of the vehicle revealed 37.1 grams of meth, marijuana, and a digital scale with residue. Summers faces charges including dealing in methamphetamine, a level 2 felony, possession of methamphetamine, a level 3 felony, possession of marijuana, a Class B misdemeanor, possession of paraphernalia, a Class C misdemeanor. Summers was taken into custody and booked into the DuBois County Security Center. A local nonprofit is a month away from potentially ceasing operations for good. Here's Jared Atkins with more.
The Pike County Animal Welfare Shelter, or PAWS, is a nonprofit no-kill animal shelter in Petersburg, Indiana, and the only shelter in Pike County. Many animal shelters across the country face similar difficulties, such as a lack of funding or running out of room for stray animals that have been neglected, abandoned, or surrendered. But for PAWS in Petersburg, the issue is more urgent. They are now running out of time. Board member Lindsay Kiesel.
When we took over and got on the board here for PAWS, we were told that they were already in financial distress. They had about 3 months of operating funds left. And the board members were just older, and they didn't have the time, the resources, they didn't know what to do to keep PAWS afloat. So a few younger members were added, including myself, and we have fundraised like crazy. We've reached out to businesses. The community really has stepped up for us, but we get in so many animals, more than our facility has ever held. We don't want to say no. We don't want to turn strays away and leave them homeless. So vet bills are higher than they've ever been in the history of this shelter. Expenses are higher.
With monthly operating costs nearing $10,000, the shelter is now in serious jeopardy.
Per the last board meeting, we have 1 more month of operating expenses left. Our last vet bill totaled around $8,000. So that's just one bill alone, not including all of our utilities and other expenses.
Although numerous measures have been taken by the board and volunteers to cut costs, the rising price of food, medication, and treatments, the issue is compounded by the sheer amount of animals that wound up in the shelter that is already way past its capacity. Board member Ashley Willis.
This is where we store some of our food. We store it in different places. We've actually run out of storage. We've had some donations, but we have averaged about 70 animals in the shelter, so you can imagine we go through a lot of food and treats. Most of our dogs are big dogs. They eat a lot of food. We have some animals that are on specialized diets, so we have to be sure and get the right amount of food, right kind of food for them.
The board has done what it can to try to alleviate some of the pressure.
So this is an area that we built on to house the influx of strays and just intakes that we get. Before we had to house them in crates, and that just wasn't acceptable for us. We knew they needed more space, more outside time.
Despite the possible impending closure, board member Ashley Willis remains optimistic.
We are the only shelter in the county. We are all the homeless animals have, all the neglected animals have. We are everything to these animals in the county. So we have to work together, everybody come together for the animals in Pike County.
So what happens if Paws is forced to close its doors for good?
Their future is undetermined. We will do our best to reach out to rescues and try to get help, try to get them placed, but we are a no-kill shelter, and we can't guarantee that if they go to another rescue that they wouldn't be. I mean, we wouldn't want that. We wouldn't look for those, obviously, but the main place would be find them placement. So it's just unknown what the future holds for them.
Despite the long hours and constant stress of trying to keep the lights on, Lindsay and the rest of the board and volunteers at Paws share a common passion.
I love animals, and I realize if we aren't here for them, nobody else will be. We're the ones that show up day after day and look after animals that are unwanted, that have been abused, that have been hurt, that have been left behind. They have to have someone, so why not me?
From the Pike County Animal Welfare Shelter, I'm Jared Atkins for 18 WJTS.
Thanks, Jared. If you're interested in helping with monetary donations or adoptions, you can call Paws at 812-354-9894 or visit their location at 4224 North Meridian Road in Petersburg. Their PayPal and Venmo links can be found on their Facebook page at Pike County Animal Welfare Shelter. In a recent post to the DuBois County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, deputies are requesting the public's assistance regarding a subject leaving the scene of an accident. The accident took place at approximately 3:10 p.m. on Friday, October 25th on State Road 162, around 1 mile south of Snellville Road. The vehicle involved was possibly a gray, newer model Ford pickup truck. The subject's vehicle was traveling northbound on State Road 162 before going left of center, sideswiping two southbound vehicles, a white 2022 GMC truck and a black 2016 GMC SUV. The truck in question did not stop at the scene of either accident and should have driver side damage on their vehicle. Anyone who witnessed the accidents or has information is urged to contact the DuBois County Sheriff's Office at 812-482-3522, or you can submit an anonymous tip by finding the Submit a Tip function within their mobile app. The Jasper Municipal Water Department will initiate repairs on a water main break located on Truman Road starting tomorrow, Tuesday, October 29th. The planned outage is set to commence at approximately 8:30 a.m. and is expected to last until around 1 o'clock p.m. During the repair process, water services will be temporarily halted. Residents may experience discolored water or air in their service line once the repairs are completed. To alleviate these issues, it is recommended to turn on the cold water tap and let it run for about 10 minutes. Additionally, a boil advisory may be issued during this time, lasting a minimum of 48 hours or until 2 consecutive water samples pass testing. Residents are advised to boil water for 5 minutes before consumption for both humans and pets. However, the water remains safe for bathing. The Water Department will provide updates as more information becomes available. For any inquiries regarding this issue, residents can contact the Jasper Water Department at 812-482-5252. 4 local bands are headed to the 2024 ISSMA State Finals at Lucas Oil Stadium. Approximately 80 bands from throughout Indiana competed in ISSMA semi-state competition this past weekend, ushering in a total of 40 bands who were selected to compete in the 51st ISSMA State Finals happening on Saturday, November 9th. Of those 40 bands, 4 of our local high school marching bands will make the trip to Lucas Oil Stadium, including the Jasper Marching Wildcats, the Forest Park Marching Rangers, Pride of Paoli, and the Springs Valley Black Hawk Brigade. As the ISSMA Open Class Competition opener, the recently awarded ISSMA Scholastic Class B state champions, Heritage Hills Marching Patriots will perform their 2024 award-winning show, Siren Song. Then students will take the turf of the stadium throughout the day in the following class order: Class D, Class B, Class C, and Class A. The local band's performance times are as follows. In the open Class D, beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern, Paoli will perform their 2024 show, Inside the Circle. At 10:45 a.m., Forest Park and Ferdinand with their 2024 show, The Throne. And at 11 a.m., Springs Valley French Lick with their 2024 show, The Journey of Water. The award ceremony for Class D will take place from 12:30 until 1:15 p.m. Open Class B, beginning at 1:20, will be Jasper with their 2024 show, Hardistry. The award ceremony for Class B will take place from 3:50 to 4:45 p.m. Best of luck to the Marching Wildcats, the Marching Rangers, the Black Hawk Brigade, and the Pride of Paoli as they prepare for their trip to Indianapolis. For ticket and travel information on the 51st ISMA Marching Band State Finals competition taking place at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday, November 9th, you can visit our website. The recent DuBois County Fall 2024 Drug Take-Back Day event counted 528 residents who participated in properly disposing of medications. 517 pounds of medications were properly disposed of from the Ferdinand Fire Department, the Ireland Fire Department, and the Jasper State Police Post collection sites on Saturday, October 26th. Cardboard and plastic bags from the event were also being recycled, and participants were given goodie bags stuffed with info and giveaways. DuBois County's biannual Medication Collection Day event, in association with the Drug Enforcement Administration's national event, allows residents the opportunity to get rid of old medications in a safe manner. Each properly disposed of item reduces contamination in our water system, alleviates the potential for accidental overdose or ingestion of outdated or incorrect medication, and helps keep them away from kids, teenagers, or those susceptible to becoming prescription medication addicts. DuBois County Solid Waste District Director Carla Striegel-Winter thanked DuBois County Cares, DuBois County Advocacy for Recovery and Prevention Council, Generations Area 13 Council on Aging, and the many volunteers for helping the event go smoothly. She also shared appreciation for the law enforcement officers and departments who assisted, as the event must have an officer at each location, with special thanks to the Ferdinand Police Department and the Sheriff's Department for providing officers for the 2 county collection sites. At least 22 people assisted to ensure the collection day went as planned, including 11 CARES volunteers. Residents who missed the opportunity can watch for information on the next collection day, which will be in late spring of 2025, or you can also use the 24/7 Dropbox site at the Jasper City Police Department. The Indiana Department of Transportation has announced a road closure for State Road 237 in Crawford County. Beginning on or around Monday, November 11th, crews will close State Road 237 in Crawford County near English. This closure will occur over the Little Blue River. This road closure will allow for crews to perform a complete bridge deck and end bent replacement. Work is expected to last through the beginning of April 2025, depending on weather conditions. The official detour for the project is I-64 to State Road 37 to State Road 64. Local traffic will have access up to the point of closure. The City of Tell City is organizing a fall junk drop-off event, encouraging residents to help keep the city clean and beautiful. This initiative provides an excellent opportunity for residents to dispose of old furniture, mattresses, and similar items. The event will take place from today through November 1st with hours of operations from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. The drop-off location will be at the Street Department Garage located at 1102 5th Street. This service is exclusively for Tell City residents, and there is a fee of $10 per load. Please note that the following items will not be accepted: tires, hide-a-beds, carpet, paint cans, LP tanks, or any toxic materials. Additionally, items containing Freon, roofing materials, shingles, scrap wood, and other building materials are also prohibited. And that's a look at news here on 18 WJTS TV. We will have a check of your weather forecast right after this.